In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get started with copywriting and make your first $1,500 to $5,000 a month as a complete beginner.
My name is Priyank Mohan, and you've probably never heard of me before, but I'm a copywriter. I got started in 2017. At the time, I used to write website contents and social media posts for restaurants and other physical businesses. What we used to do with my brother was that he was building the websites, and on my side, I used to write copy. Now, fast forward 6 years later, I managed to completely change my life with copywriting. I actually own a copywriting agency. I work with two buddies of mine who write with me, and I'm actually super fortunate to be able to work with some of the biggest European online business coaches and entrepreneurs. I also managed to completely change my life, and I now live in Miami. I used to live in the countryside of Belgium, and now I'm here in the United States. Now, I want to give you guys a quick disclaimer here. The results I'm getting are not the results you should be aiming for in the beginning. And so that is why in this video, I'll basically be focusing on getting you started and sharing you my plan of how to start from scratch and make my first 1.5 to 5K per month as a copywriter in the next 90 days. So at this point, if you're watching this video, you probably have zero copywriting skills. And the first thing to do then is to get good at writing copy. And frankly speaking, I want to be completely honest here. If you want to get good at writing copy, you don't need to buy a course. A lot of gurus in this industry will try to sell you on their crap and tell you how mandatory it is to buy a course to get good at writing copy. But to be completely honest with you guys, you don't need to buy a course to learn the basics, and you don't even need to buy a course to become an expert. Like on my side, even 2 days ago, a client of mine paid me 10,000 euros to write them a 7-minute video script, and I've never had to buy a course. The only thing I had to buy to get some knowledge were these books you can get on Amazon for 9 to 15 bucks, and that's it. What you can do here is to read some basic books such as How to Write a Good Advertisement by Victor Schwab, The War on Letters by Gary Halbert, or Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins. Then you should also master the key concepts of a good copy. You should try to understand what makes a good headline, what makes a good hook, what makes a good lead, what makes a good storytelling. Once you master that, the thing I would do if I was a complete beginner would be to focus on learning the craft of email copywriting, because email copywriting is basically a short form of copywriting that you can price super high when it comes to landing clients. A lot of companies are investing a lot in their email copywriting because they know how much money they can make from their email list. So if you want to get good at the craft of email copywriting, what you can do here is basically subscribe to the email list of some really good email copywriters. Guys like Daniel Throssell, Ben Settle, Justin Goff, Stefan Georgi. And then what you can do to get good at copy is to read at least one piece of copy a day and try to analyze it. Try to understand the psychology behind the copy. Try to understand how do they frame the copy so that it makes it compelling. What is the structure that the writer is using to make the story compelling and make you want to read it? And the last thing that I would do if I wanted to get good at writing copy would be to write copy. And what you can do here is to write some email copy, because it's the easiest skill to master. Okay, so if you apply what I just said here, you're all set to become a good copywriter, or at least master the basics. Now, the second thing to do once you know the basics of writing copy is to understand how you can monetize your skills. There's actually plenty of ways you can monetize your skills as a copywriter, but I feel like the best way to get started is to become a freelance copywriter and offer your services to business owners. So what you do here is that you get to write the content of business owners. And there's actually a lot of stuff you can get to write for these guys, such as their YouTube videos, their social media content, their Facebook ads, their YouTube ads, their emails. But what's really important here is that your goal as a copywriter is to be able to make them more sales, more conversions. So that means that your clients will get to pay you for you to write their content in order for them to make more sales in the end. Cool thing about this is that you can basically pick any niche that you want. So let's say you're passionate about fitness, you can get to work with fitness YouTubers and get to write their content, get to write their social media posts, get to write their email marketing campaigns. Or if you're a fan of cooking YouTube channels, then you can basically get to write for these cooking YouTube channels. You can basically get to pick any niche that you want and you get to write for these people and get paid for it. Now, there are different ways you can get paid as a copywriter. The one that I prefer is to get paid on a retainer basis. That means that your client pay you upfront every month so that you get to write their copy. That's for me the best way to ensure that you have some security and some money coming in every single month with your copywriting clients. And for me, this is a lot better than looking for some one-time projects where you'd be constantly looking for some other projects because you have no security and you never know where money is coming from. But since you're a complete beginner, there is a high chance you've never had a client before, and therefore you have nothing to show to these new clients and nothing to convince them. And in that case, I have a hack that I used at the time when I was a complete beginner that will make anybody want to work with me even though I had zero experience. I was offering a refund policy. The refund policy I was using at the time when I was a complete beginner was something like, if I could not make them twice the amount of money they would invest in my copywriting, then I would completely refund their money and I would offer to work for them for free for an entire extra month. For example, let's say I was charging 1.5K per month for copywriting. If they didn't make an extra $3,000 in sales that month, I'd refund their money and work for them for an extra month for free. And there were two things that could have happened. The first thing would be that the client would get some results and I would get paid every month and everything would go well. Second scenario would be that the client does not get some results, and in that case, I would just refund them and I would get to work for them for free for an extra month. Even though you refund the client, you still get to learn a lot of stuff in the process. So that means in either case, you just never lose. It's either you win some money and some knowledge, or you just win some money. And this itself made me sign my first client at the time when I had zero experience in the field, zero testimonial, and I was just a complete beginner. Because the offer I used at the time that I just shared with you was an offer they couldn't say no to. Like, it was a no-brainer. But wait, you still don't know how to get some clients. And to be honest, this is literally the most important skill. In fact, it's actually even more important than learning how to write copy, because you might be the best copywriter in the world. If you don't know how to sign clients, then you'll stay broke your entire life. So there's 3 myths about landing some clients that everybody tells you that you should do, and I'm here to tell you that these are completely false. The first one is that you should put yourself on marketplaces like Upwork or Fiverr, and this is completely false. The second one is that people tell you that you should build yourself a website before looking for clients, and the third one is that you should build yourself a personal brand by posting stuff on social media. The 3 things I just said here are completely false. I just want to give you guys an example right now. At the moment I'm making this video, I still do not have a website. I've never posted anything on social media except for this YouTube channel that I'm just starting out right now. I've never posted anything on LinkedIn. In fact, if you look at my LinkedIn profile, it's like barely existent. And I still managed to make at least 25 grand every single month with my copywriting clients. So now that I've debunked the myths of client acquisition, I want to share with you guys 2 steps to get some clients. The first step is to make yourself a Dream 100 list. A Dream 100 list is basically a list of 100 ideal people you love to work with. This could be any type of people, any niche. These could be like YouTubers, vloggers, big companies like Nike, like anything you want basically. You just take these companies and you list them on a sheet. And here I have a piece of advice for you. Reaching out to people like content creators, basically people who own a personal brand, is a lot easier than reaching out to big brands. Then what you can do here is to start following these people on social media and engage with their content, comment some stuff that are relatable on their posts, and start genuine conversations with them. The goal here is to start connecting with high valuable people, but you do not want to be seen as someone who's prospecting on Instagram. You know, these big messages that you get with like a big paragraph, prospecting, selling some crap on Instagram. You don't want to be that guy. What you want to do here is just to connect in a genuine way and start some conversations with these people. Instead of being seen as someone who's promotional, you want to be seen as someone who's conversational. A good way to approach people without being seen as someone who's trying to prospect is to genuinely thank them for their content, tell them how much you like what they do, and maybe ask them questions about their content, like what are your plans for the next weeks in terms of content, something like that that is relatable to their content. The key here is to slowly build a conversation and a relationship with these people you're trying to get in contact with, and in the end, you'll offer them your services for free. I know it sounds weird to offer your services for free, but this is crucial because at this exact moment, you probably do not have some clients, and the best way to get some testimonials and a track record is to work for people for free in exchange for a testimonial, because you need some results to show to your future clients in order to create some trust with them, and just in order to be able to show some results that you've brought to some other people. So the best way to get this track record is to offer your services for free. You can just say something like, hey, I noticed there was a gap in your copywriting strategy and I want to offer to write your emails for free in exchange for a testimonial only if you like the results. And if that works, you'll get the testimonial of someone that is high valuable in your niche, and you'll be able to approach other people with that testimonial, which will act as a form of social proof. And that is crucial. Now, I won't go into too much detail over these client acquisition strategies, but if you guys are interested about learning more about these client acquisition strategies, make sure you guys like the video and comment down below. I want to get clients so that I know that you guys are interested in that topic, and I'll definitely make a video about that topic itself. So the third step, once you know how to get clients, you know what to offer, and you know how to write, let's see how you can grow a business or a copywriting agency. So nowadays, it's even easier to handle more clients, producing more copywriting with the help of AI. With the good strategies, you can easily multiply the amount of clients you can handle by 5, and you can definitely make more money with the help of ChatGPT or Jasper AI. Another thing you can do once you start getting some clients is to hire people and grow an agency like I'm doing right now. You can hire someone that you can pay $300 to $500 for the project, and you handle the client relationship while the other person is managing the client work. For the past year, I've been growing an agency with two buddies of mine, and it's extremely cool because now all three of us are able to make a full income online while working for some really cool clients with copywriting. Now, here's one last thing you can keep in mind. Along the process, I've noticed that the best clients you can work with as a copywriter are the clients that already have a business that's doing well. And the clients that have a business that's not making that much money are actually the worst client you can hope for, because these clients are the type of clients that will think that copywriting will fix all their problems when it's not the case at all. And it's also a big part of the reason why I'm not a fan of offering your services on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, because people are usually looking for some cheap copywriters out there. So there you have it. You have the exact game plan to hit your first 1.5 to 5K per month as a beginner copywriter. If you like this video, make sure you smash the like button, comment down below, let me know what type of content you'd like to see on the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you like this one. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye bye.